So we're going to project you here, and we don't really want to be touching this area. We're going to use some Botox to lift up this muscle, and hopefully we can get a better canthal tilt of the eyes. Now, another thing that we really neglect a lot of the times is the temporal fossa. So from here, we can see that there's clear demarcation and volume loss. And when we see this in more older people, it makes you look stressed. It's what cortisol scavenges when you are stressed. So we're going to do the Dr. Swift 1 up, 1 over technique. One injection point here, and the filler will naturally hydrodissect down and give us that nice volume back. And hopefully, if we're lucky, we can even get a nice lift here. So we can get a lift here of the cheek, and then we're going to lift the cheek by injecting actually onto the bone here and giving you that projection and lift. And then we're going to go lateral canthus, and then we're going to be using filler of choice is our premium Redensity 2. It's FDA approved for the tear trough, and it should last around about 18 years. 18 years, yeah, that would be great. I'll be out of business, so hopefully not. 18 months roughly, but sometimes it lasts for longer. If you go to the gym, it might last for 12 months, but generally with the tear trough, it lasts longer than 18 months. Cheekbones, jawline, the other areas, they last for about 12 to 18 months, but tear trough and nose lasts significantly longer. So we're going to tackle those areas and then see how Sal feels. We might just go, look at this profile, it's beautiful. Perfect nose. We're going to have a nice contoured cheek. The temples are going to be nice and balanced as well. There's no depletion there. And then I think we're just going to go with a bit of jawline filler here, just to see if we can create a sharpness. Now, we don't want to add too much width to the face. And the main thing that I want is, after we've done the fillers, is I want to create that sulcus here that goes in. I'll tell you who's really good.
That's what I would
with
love
the sulcus.
to have.
One of my favourite shows is the Peaky Blinders. Sorry, Peaky fucking Blinders. That one. But look at him.
Yeah, honestly, like that sculpt on his face.
But the only way we're going to get that, and Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
look at Brad Pitt, but he's very strong
Yes.
here. So he's very prominent there. But to get this, what we need to do is we need to remove this excess here. And one of the best ways is using the endolift. The endolift will help to traumatize the area around here, tighten the tissue, and even help to reduce the subcutaneous fat and the SMAS, which is what causes this excessiveness. So hopefully we'll be able to get more definition here without having to over project. Because I think what's happened is Sal wanted definition, and then it's just a bit overfilling, making this bigger to create that contour, but the face is too big. So we want minimal amount of filler. If we can just take some of this out, the cheekbone's going to look better anyway. So that's the plan for today. And then we're not doing endolift today. We'll do that at a later date. Today we're going to focus on the fillers. Excited?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Awesome.